Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel where we share with you interesting and very interesting topic that you will like. Today we are talking about detecting being a fat and calorie detector or detecting. Stay tuned as we go into this topic. Peace out. Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel where we'll be sharing with you very important topics and everything that you need to live healthy in this world. Today we'll be talking about a very important topic that will help you to live healthy and happy. And that's why we're talking about be a fat and calorie detective. You see, the essence of this topic is to help you find high fat, high calorie food in your meal and figure out ways to make them healthier. You know, it's very important. It includes eating less fat or fatty food and eat more vegetables, fruits, grains, and the likes. That is cutting down your fatty diet, fat, added sugar, and the likes. You see, fat in our diet is a source of calorie. There are different sources of calorie. See, but fat is a very good source of calorie. When you eat more calorie than what the body requires at a particular time, then you have excess energy or you have excess calorie which will be converted and be stored as fat. And that's why this topic is very important. I want you to follow me as we discuss it. So we're going to look at this topic under the following outlines. So we'll be talking about understanding nutrition labels, which is very important, detecting eating fat and sugar, importance of portion control, effect of unhealthy eating, and then we summarize this topic. Now follow me as we move along. Reading nutrition label. You see, when you get to Walmart or your local grocery or wherever you buy your food, one very important thing I want you to do is to take the container or the item you're about to buy, look at it very well. Look at the nutritional content, look at the label, look at what it contains. That is what we are talking about. Now, the serving size and serving per container. Check the serving size and the number of serving per container. The nutritional information on the label is based on one serving, not the whole package. You need to know this because you need to check also the calorie per serving. You need to check the calorie per serving in one serving. Calorie provide a measure of how much energy you get from a serving of food. The more calorie you eat, the more energy you gain, but also the more likely you are going to gain weight. That's a very important statement. The more calorie you take, the more energy you get, but the more likelihood that you're going to get weight or gain weight. That is, if you don't burn the calorie. So you have to burn the calorie. So if you don't burn the calorie, then the calorie will be converted to fat and you add weight. So you have to check this, the calorie per serving. Also, the total fat, saturated fat, and trans fat. Why is this important? You have to check the total fat, you have to check the saturated fat, the trans fat in one serving. Too much fat, especially saturated fat, can affect your blood pressure and increase your risk for heart disease, cardiovascular accident, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, diabetes, a whole lot of other diseases. So I know you don't want to risk your life. So you have to check this. Sodium, that's the salt content, sugar, fiber. So you need to know this. Added sugar. Most of the preserved food, most of all our preserved food, they are very rich in sodium and sugar. Some of these sugar, you need to know something about added sugar. You see, you also need to check added sugar. And why is it important? Check the added sugar in one serving. Added sugar are added during food processing or preparation, and they can contribute to weight gain and other medical challenges if not monitored. If you don't monitor it, it can contribute to a whole lot of damages to your body. So you need to check added sugar. You need to check also your dietary fiber. You see, I love fiber. Fiber is so important because it helps a lot. Dietary fiber will help you to lower your blood sugar. It will help you to lower your blood cholesterol. It will help you to prevent constipation. That is, it will help your bowel movement. So it will aid your digestion. So that's why fiber is so important. So you have to take fiber. Make sure you check your serving size and you check what it contains. Now we go to detecting fat and sugar. You see, our diet, food we buy, items we consume, snack, most of these food items, they have what we call eating fat, and you have to be fat detective. So eating fat, what we mean by eating fat? Eating fat are food. They are added to food to enhance the flavor of the food, and sometimes they are added to enhance the texture of the food, and sometimes they are added to enhance the shelf life of the food. But one thing you also need to know is that they can add to the taste, the nutrition, or calorie content of the food. But they come in different ways or in different name. And the eating fat, sometimes you see them in form of oil, your vegetable oil, peanut oil, most of this oil, your butter, cream, mayonnaise, margarines, dressing, cheese, lard, and a whole lot of them. They are eating fat, and you need to know about it. You need to identify added sugar. Just as I said earlier, I said added sugar, they are added sugar, they are added during the processing and the preparation, and they can contribute to weight gain, and they can increase your medical challenges. Sometimes you see on your food you have sprinkled sugar. I went to Walmart the other day, I bought donut, and on the donut you have raw sugar sprinkled on it, and sometimes you have sugar in form of chocolate or in different forms. Those are eating sugar or eating fat and sugar. You need to take note of that. You need to take note of that. You need to avoid processed and fast food. You need to avoid processed food or fast food. Processed food and fast food are food that have been altered from their natural state. And why do you think they alter this food from the natural state is because for the it's for convenience, or also to increase the the shelf life of the food, and also to increase the taste. Those food, they taste good. Fast food sometimes, most times, tastes good, but could be dangerous. So you have to watch out. And the remedy to this is the last point, which is cooking at home. But you need to know that fast food often contain high amount of salt, sugar, fat, additive, preservative, artificial flavor, and color. So they have coloring item, preservative. Most of all these items or all these chemicals, you have them most times in fast food, in preservative, in food, preserved food, food in canteen. So I will advise you, look at this last point here: cooking healthy meal at home. If you don't know how to cook, you have to learn how to cook. You can compare what you eat, what you cook yourself at home, with what you buy outside, especially the fast food. So, if you want to remain healthy, cook your food and cook it well. Use the the right ingredient, the right amount of ingredient, and know what you are cooking. It's very, very important. Portion control. It's very important for you to understand portion control, because this will save you a lot. If you look at this bowl, it looks big to some people, it might look small. This is very big compared to this. This is bigger compared to this. So portion control, understanding recommended serving size. See, recommended serving size is not just a rule, but it's a suggestion that you can adjust according to your preference and your need. It is a guide to help you choose how much food you eat from each group. So it's very important that you understand it. Another thing is uh, using smaller plate and bowl. So using smaller plate and bowl is a simple and effective way to practice portion control and improve your eating habit. It can help you reduce the amount of food you eat, prevent overeating, and another thing is you enjoy the food. Eating mindfully and savoring each bite. Avoiding second and late night snacking. This is very difficult, very, very difficult, especially when you are used to it. Avoiding second and late night snacking can be challenging for many people, especially if you have a habit of eating while watching television, feeling stressed, or skipping meal during the day. It may be difficult, but you have to understand that there is nothing impossible, and you have to start with that. That yes, I can take control of my health. Likewise, I can take control of what I eat. Effect of unhealthy eating habit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Of course, sometimes you take this, but you have to watch what you eat, because most of this fast food are filled with fat. You eat and eat and eat, and you start gaining weight, too much weight. You become obese, and you know obesity is a link to a lot of medical conditions, chronic diseases. And if you don't want to be in that situation, you have to watch what you eat. And Increased risk of chronic diseases. That's what I just said now. Increased risk of chronic diseases. The effect of unhealthy eating is that your risk of having chronic disease like diabetes, hypertension, and a whole lot of disease increases. So you have to be careful. Check that food label. Another thing is that it lowers your energy to perform or to be active during the day. You just feel weak. You eat some of this fast food and you just feel like, oh gosh, I need to sleep, because they are filled with fat containing stuffs. So you just have to be careful. Negative impact on your mental health. You say it has negative impact on your mental health. Have you seen people suffering from uh, obesity, or having chronic diseases, or they are not happy with their body shape, their body structure? You see people committing suicide, uh, doing one thing or the other because they are not happy. Yes, and most of this actually starts with what you eat. So you have to watch what you eat, not to get into tight corners. In conclusion, I want you to know that your health is in your hand. Take control of your nutrition. Make informed food choices. Patronize a balanced diet. And lastly, adopt healthy eating habit. I'm going to conclude with this, but I leave you with this last food for thought. The food you eat is the person you become. So if you want to become what you desire, choose what you eat. Be health conscious. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoy my videos, please kindly subscribe so that you can get notified whenever I post or upload new videos. Thank you. Remain healthy. See you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.